I think it is time now for Nigeria to return Iberia back to their normal route, because a lot of Nigerians living in Spain has been going through a lot of difficulties on daily basis, and this thing has given a lot of them concern by advocating for Iberia to return back to Nigeria. I know because Iberia suspended their flight, I think 12 May 2016, because of failure to repatriate their money back to Madrid. And at the same time, they said there is a forest exchange scarcity. That was on the 12th May 2016. And the suspension is in 1993. They later returned back again in 2014. But as you all know, that merger agreement of Iberia and BA from 2009, that is 2009, and later finalized in 21st of January 2011, can be revisited to ferry Nigerians back to their father's land. And these challenges are what Nigerians are facing in Spain here, and they cannot go because a lot of Nigerians during the Yuletide, they will have to force themselves to buy South African Airways, and South African Airways will airlift Nigeria from here to Johannesburg, passing through Nigerian airspace. On getting to Johannesburg, you have to take another flight, or the flight will now be later return you back to Abuja or Murtala Mohammed Airport. And this thing has been a lot of concern for those of us that are living in Spain. And our advocacy now is for the Nigerian government to please collaborate with Spanish government to return this aircraft back to their normal route. During Yuletide, we have said 5 hours 30 minutes is for you to move from here, that is from Madrid here to Murtala Mohammed Airport. One stop. But we are forcing ourselves now to move from here to Turkey. From Turkey, we move to from Turkey, you can move again to another country before you can get to Nigeria. That is very, 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 very difficult for Nigerians. And look at the 64.44 million that was the backlog that Nigerians hold them has been settled by the NANTAS and the Central Bank of Nigeria. But why are Nigerians suffering with all this kind of a thing? It is what we are advocating for. Nigeria must return Iberia back to their normal route. For example, if you calculate the numbers of the amount of money that will lift you to rural Maroc, one person in December will cost you 1,154 if you book it now. 1,154, the cheapest. And if you times it by 1,794 naira, it will give you 2,704,704 and 092 naira. And if you want to times it with your family, for example, your wife, your 2 children, it will give you 8,281. 8 million to go to Nigeria in December. If you go through Ethiopia will take you to Addis Ababa, and Ethiopia will take you to Addis Ababa and will return with Turkish Airlines at the rate of 1,545. And if you times it with the exchange rate of Nigeria today, is 2,771.730, which is for one person. And if you times it by 4, you are arriving at 11,086 naira 920 kobo. British Airways will take you from Madrid here. It will first of all touch land either in Heathrow or it will go to Gatwick. From Gatwick, it will now coming back to Nigeria. And British Airways, as at that count, is 2 million for one person, 2,449 euros. And if you times it by that exchange rate, it will give 4 million for one person, 4,393,506, which is very, very, very exorbitant. It's very, very incredible. And if you want to carry about 4 families, you arrive at 17,574, which is not normal. It is not normal. This kind of things is what we are advocating for, that Iberia should please come back to Nigerian route so that it's easy for Nigeria. You know, in Iberia, in Spain has 50 autonomous government, autonomous province, and they have 50 provincial and 17 autonomous government. And this 50 province accommodate a lot of Nigerians throughout, more than any other countries in Europe. And with this now, how can we now say that a country that has 50 provinces and 17 autonomous will now be passing through these challenges before they can get back to Nigeria? Nigeria, we are crying. A lot of people are crying. They were pleading for Nigeria. If you want to do it better, you can even talk to liaise with the chairman and the managing directors of Airpeace. Airpeace can also extend this at least this gratitude to all people living in Spain by coming here, because Airpeace fly London direct. They can be flying from here to Nigeria. We are many. A lot of people are living in Spain today. There are millions of people that are living in Spain today. How do they get to Nigeria? It will be very difficult. I am advocating for all this so that Nigerian government can please extend that olive branch to Spain, so that Spain will be a good place to live. And if you are going back to your country, you will return back safely without any stress. Thank you.